Hello, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is a place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today we're here with Terry Johnson online everywhere, all the way from New York City. And we want to give a shout out to my partner, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. And we just want to welcome you to our conversation today about marketing, digital
Mhm.
marketing strategies. So we're here and we just want you to sit back, relax. And if you have questions for Terry Johnson online, she's in our studio and we'd like you to just share them so that we can help her help you. Hi, Terry. How you doing?
Hello, everybody. I am starting the clubhouse, but I don't know. Oh,
Okay.
it says, wait, hold on. It says tomorrow, and that is the wrong date.
Oh, okay.
Now I can start the room. It
Mm-hmm.
said tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. We
Okay.
want to thank you guys for joining us here online. We'd love to know where you're watching from. If you put that in the chat, we want to give you a shout out. In the meantime, we want to welcome everybody over there on the clubhouse. Are we
Yeah.
online? Are we online over there
We're
today?
on, but when I scheduled it, I put tomorrow's date,
Tomorrow.
so we might
Hmm.
not get anybody in the clubhouse. So I
Well, I
just
got a
changed it.
notification. I think something went across
Yeah,
my
I
phone.
just changed the date. I just changed it.
Yeah,
So
and it sent a notification. Promote what you publish.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's what we're going to talk about today. Promote what you publish. And
Okay.
I mean, we're talking about this because we've been talking about content for the last few weeks. And
Hmm.
then once you put out your content, now I always, that word always bothers me. I don't know why. But when you say what you have to say, when you put your
Thank
message
you.
out, I like to say that. Cuz it's the word content, it just seems
it
so.
it overwhelms me when every time I hear it. I'm just like, oh my gosh, and now I got to be making volumes of stuff.
No, so that's why I said I don't like the word content, but that's the word. But I'm going to say what you have to say online, say your message, talk to your people.
Hmm.
Once you do that, because when you use content, like you said, it overwhelms. It's like you have to make up this mountain of stuff.
Make up stuff.
Mm-mm. You don't have
Hmm.
to make up anything. And we've been talking about Buzz a lot because she makes soap and sells soap on Instagram and TikTok. And I like to bring her up as an example because she's not on broadcasting or making up stuff. She's showing us the soap. She's showing the product. And
Yes.
you can buy from Instagram or TikTok because it goes to her website. But I like to bring her up because that's content, but not content, if you know what I mean. That's her showing, talking. And then on Clubhouse yesterday, she was mentioning, and she's been mentioning this restaurant in Georgia called Isola. I think that's the name of it.
Yes.
So she's
Isola.
talking about, yeah, when she talks about it, it makes me want to go to Georgia and go to this place. But they're on Instagram, which is another thing that I love. And not Instagram, they're on
On
TikTok.
TikTok.
And guess what this restaurant on TikTok is doing? They are simply having the workers say today's special is smothered chicken with this, and this, and then they show the food, and that's it. Come on by. So that's what I mean by content. When businesses are sitting around thinking, well, I got to make all this content. No, you don't. You have to just do what you're doing during the day and just
Hmm.
record it, film it, post it, talk about it, say what it is, post it, and go on. So that's why I say what you got to say to your people.
Okay.
Give them a message. That's what you have to do. So, but once you do that, there's a thing online that I hear people talking about. I don't want to be spammy. I
Yes.
don't want to. I don't want to. I can't say this over and over because it's spammy and people gonna get tired of the message. Well, no, that's not how it works. You put out your message, say what you gotta say, but you gotta keep saying it. Now you might say it in different words, but keep saying it. Get over the fact of I'm spamming people because you're not. So let's look at Twitter. So Twitter, when you post a tweet one
Hmm.
time in a day, say you post a tweet now at 11:06
Okay.
a.m. Eastern time on Twitter. And then you go, well, I'm not going to say anything for the rest of the day. Guess what? That doesn't work on Twitter because Twitter has tweets going constantly. And it's like swimming. People jump in and they see what they see and they jump out. So if they don't jump in at 11:06 a.m. and see your tweet, they're not going to see it. So that's why you got to keep repeating it. But you will say it in a different way. You can change one word or two, put up a different photo, but you have to constantly promote. So that's why I was saying we want to talk about publish what you publish. What did I say?
Here it is.
I got to
Promote
promote.
what you publish.
I didn't have my iPad. Promote what you publish. I want to say publish what you promote. Promote it. That's what marketing is about.
But it does feel like, okay, by asking people, I don't know, if you're not really into sales, there's something that just keeps you from asking people to buy stuff. But you see a commercial on TV, right? Does that bother you? I mean, other than an ad. No, Right. Here's an example. The purpose of that ad.
Here's an example. It's Easter time, Easter season. So what does Cadbury do? Cadbury makes those little Easter eggs, right?
Yes.
And they have the commercials, a little chick next to the egg, hatching out an egg or whatever. Do you know that commercial is like 20 years old, I think? And they just post it over and over. But did you notice that it was old? That it was something?
I never noticed that.
Right. So what's the problem with you recording something or saying something and then posting it again?
And it plays several times
at a different time on a different platform. Now, I'm not saying you got to be on every social media platform. I'm not saying that. Now, remember, we said that you need to be where your people are, where they're hanging out. So if they're on Instagram, you are on Instagram. You don't have to be on all the platforms. I mean, it's nice to be on, but who has time for that? I mean, I am on everything and I don't hit it. I don't hit everything. I don't hit every app. And it's difficult to understand a platform if you're on too many at one time. Right. You never really master one. Hi, Vanessa. How you doing? Hey. So you have to, look at it as I'm the Cadbury egg commercial, and I'm going to check the date on it. I think it's like 15, 20 years old. And when I found out, it blew my mind. I was like, they made one piece of content. There's a word, content. They made this ad many years ago, and every Easter they tried it out, and they over and over and over during this time period of the year. Are people calling Cadbury up and saying, why are you showing that commercial over? Nobody's doing that. So you need to remove that kind of thinking from your social media promotion strategy. Now, this is the thing. When like I said with Twitter, it keeps going. There's a lot of tweets going rapid fire. So you have to put yours in there at different times. And there's a scheduler. You can use a scheduler for that. There's plenty of them. I'm not going to list them, but you could set up schedule for, if you're going to do a quote, or if you're doing a picture of this or a picture of that, you could schedule those out and then people will see them, and you can set it. Most of the schedulers say, well, do you want to repeat? And you can pick the day and the time that you want it to show again. Okay. Right. So you can do that on Twitter. On Instagram, you don't want to post the same thing over and over because people go to your profile and they see your photos. So you don't want to go to someone's profile and see the same photo over and over. So that's why that part you would switch up the photo, but the caption could be kind of similar. You would change up the wording to fit your message, what you have to say to your people. Talk to your people online and say what you got to say. There's more than one way to say it. So you think of the different ways to say it. Again, a scheduler can do that for you, where you put up different pictures and you say kind of like the same thing, or you might want to switch it up maybe once a week or whatever the frequency, but you can set that up to go out. Wow. And you don't have to worry about being spammy because there's not a single person in your audience that's in that app 24/7 because they got to eat, they got to sleep, they got to go to work, they got to pick up the kid, or whatever the thing that's going on in their lives. They're not going, well, Terry posted that last week. It's the same thing. How dare she? Wow. No one is doing that. Okay, so don't worry about being spammy. That's why I said you have to promote what you publish. And this is the idea when you have a blog post on your website, when you have a blog.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Well, we
people
have
do.
a comment over here
Okay,
too from
let's
Mark.
get into the comment.
When you have time, here we
Let's
go.
get
Let's
into
see.
it.
Okay. He says, I get that. I'm always incredibly hesitant to overly sell my services since I'm essentially the product. Even though I know that I can help people, it feels awkward. It does. And I've been doing this for over 100 years.
See,
Yeah, and then he
Mark.
goes on to say, I
Oh, you
do
got another.
market
Okay.
my blog everywhere I go. How
Yeah.
you
So I
doing
was.
this morning, Tachi? Go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, Tachi. Hi, Mark. I'm. Thank you for that comment, Mark. I want two parts of this. So the blog part, he's right. Some people write a blog post every month, but they repeat it over and over on their social media channels, wherever they are. And guess what? What you do on social media is you write a different intro to the blog article, because that article is very long. It should be for Google. Google likes long blog posts, 1,000 words, 3,000 words, whatever. There are snippets of information that you can share. You take it out and then you post that to social media with a link to the blog. So Mark's right. That's what you do. You can write. Some people write one twice a month or once a week or whatever the frequency is. You just share it over and over, and depending on the software that you're using, there are things that will send it out automatically for you. Send out your article with a snippet that you put in from the article, and it goes out automatically, so you don't have to worry about that. But that's the part of the promote. You have to
Okay.
promote it. Now, the other part where Mark says, let's bring it back. So Mark says he's incredibly hesitant to overtly sell my services since I'm essentially the product. It feels awkward. And he's not new to this game. He's been doing it for a long time. So again, Mark is saying it feels spammy. It makes me feel bad. It makes me feel I don't want to do that. But what you're going to do, Mark, is you're going to say it over and over, but in a different way. And this sounds like a lot of work, but it's not. Again, like I said, if you write the blog article, you've got 3,000 whatever the amount of words in there. There's a line or two that you can take out, and you can promote that article for the whole month on social media by having a different, like I say, Instagram, you have a different photo. You take a different part of the article, you put it on Instagram, boom, it goes out, and you say something different. Or you could think of something new. Again, there's schedulers that do this. For one, you want to use Creator Studio in Facebook Creator Studio. Okay, Mark says, I write a blog piece daily, and I have hundreds of automated marketing campaigns via Stencil running concurrently from various pieces. See, that's the promotion. He's promoting this. He's promoting his article. He writes one article on his blog, and you promote the heck out of it on different places, but you don't just copy paste. I'm pretty sure he doesn't do that. He doesn't copy paste the same message over and over. Now you can do that on Twitter. I keep going back to Twitter because there's so much information spinning. You can do that because people will jump in and out. It's like a swimming pool. They jump in and out, and they see what's in the water, and then they jump out. Somebody new comes in and sees that piece. So that's what I'm saying. People are overly thinking I'm being spammy. Somebody is showing they're seeing that over and over. Nobody's saying that. Not a person on the internet is going, Mark Warden is posting this thing over and over. I'm bad with him. I'm going to send him a message. No, you want to promote because, like I said, the swimming pool, people are jumping in and out. Right? During the summertime, when the public swimming pool or wherever you go, people getting in and out, right? So That's how it's working. That's how it's happening. So things are going like that.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's what I want to talk about and I'm glad that Mark brought that up because people feel icky. I don't know what the word is. They feel like they can't do it.
He said, Tachi said
it.
That's what I heard.
Tachi said what? What did she say?
I don't see
Are they talking to each other?
They must be. Because she doesn't have a comment over here.
Okay.
Is she in Clubhouse?
No.
Okay.
No. Like I said, I put the wrong date on Clubhouse. So I had to change it. But yeah, do you get the point of promotion? Promotion is a big part of content. I was trying to be funny today on my Facebook page. I said, if a tree falls in the forest, does anybody hear it if you don't have a content strategy, a distribution strategy, or something like that? I said I was trying to be funny, and I hope it was like people like ah ha ha. But really, it's like you write a blog post. Does anybody know about it unless they're going to your website? Probably not. That's why you use social media to promote it. You use social media to promote. It is not a broad, you're not in a broadcast way. You're giving a message to your people. That's what I said. Say what you got to say to your people online, give them a message and direct them, tell them where to go. That's the promotion part of it. That's like a traffic cop in the street, going this, go here, go there. That's what you're doing. That's what you have to do. So don't make your content and just say, well, I posted it on Instagram. I'm going to get all of these sales. Ha ha ha. That's not how it works. You got to go to Twitter or Facebook or wherever the secondary place is where your audience is. And you should know that because we talked about finding that place or places. But you don't want to be everywhere because you spread yourself thin. Okay.
So Mark, I think he's giving us context here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So he says, Tachi said it. That's what I heard. And he goes on to say, you said people aren't saying Mark posted that already.
Oh,
I replied with
he said Tachi is saying that. And Tachi says, I said nothing.
Oh my goodness.
But it's a common issue. It's a common issue. I see it all over when I'm in my groups and people go, oh, I don't want to be spammy. I don't want to be salesy. Exactly. But if you're like Mark, you're the product. Mark is the product. So Mark has a personal brand. Mark has to promote that personal brand in a non-icky way, in a non-salesy way. How do you do that? Conversations with people online. How do you start a conversation with people? When you post something, they comment on your post, you talk back to them. Or you look in places where your audience is hanging out and you listen for conversations that you can get into when they ask a question. And you go, hey, I can help you with that. I have the answer, la, 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 la. The person says, okay, thank you. And then they say, well, we'll DM each other. I'll DM you this. And then the conversation, I see it all the time on Facebook. There's this bloop, bloop, in all of the groups. That's where you do this, in Facebook groups. In the groups. Go ahead.
I am so excited. The Preacher's Kid is in the house. PK is in the house. How you doing this morning? Over here on Periscope, he says, talk about frequency versus consistency.
Right.
Morning, Pat. How you doing? Patricia Washington's in the house.
Good morning. I mean, I hope everybody's getting the idea. What I'm saying is don't just create a piece of content and content. I'm saying talking to your people and just letting it stay right. Well, I made it and there it is on the table. I don't have to show people or direct them to that or show it or say it more than once. Yes, you do. But as busy business owners, you need tools, systems that can help you do that easily. That's why I talk about scheduling tools. I said scheduling. I didn't say automatic. The scheduling means you put it in there to be posted at a future date, but you check on that thing just in case something in the news is happening and you're tweeting or sharing something insensitive. Right? So scheduling means you put it in to be posted later, but you check that thing after you check the news or whatever's going on, and then you say, wait a minute, let me look at that thing that I got scheduled to go out later today or tomorrow. It might be inappropriate. Let me, remove it, change it or whatever. So that's why I said I'm not a fan of automatic, but I am a fan of scheduling. And there's a lot of scheduling tools that can help us. So if you want to know more about that, just, put in the comments. I want to know more. Send me a DM, a message and say, hey, yeah.
Well, this is PK's request. He wants you to talk about frequency versus consistency.
Right. I was just saying. Well,
the scheduling is what is for consistency.
Yeah, that's the consistency part. If you use a scheduler and you don't do it automatically, you use a scheduler because it makes it. The scheduler takes out the thing where I have to be like right now at 11:20 a.m. I gotta tweet something. I got a scheduler that sends it out for me, but I check it before it goes out. Okay.
To see
that's what I mean.
Because I remember that when you did the show about the the celebrity that put the $1,000 skirt up, and
Yeah,
everybody was
this was that.
suffering
Yeah,
economically
right.
because of the
This was Gwyneth
pandemic.
Paltrow last year, right around when the pandemic was getting started, and people were in a state of panic, didn't know whatever. She's trying to sell some $4,000. Was a $400 skirt? I know it was something astronomical.
Something astronomical, and people getting laid off
People
from
were
work.
like, lady, we got a pandemic going on, okay? So I'm trying to help you avoid those pitfalls and problems. So that's really why we're here today every week talking about that. And then I'm going to go into more detail. We're going to have a part 2 on my page, Sherry Johnson Online. It's on the Biz Chicks page and it's on the Biz Chicks group. But if you want to go directly to it, let me type this in. I think I had a graphic, but I
think so too.
Let me put it in.
Look
the
at
website.
Let me go look at your banners. Hold on.
I think I did. I don't, this is StreamYard, so I believe. What happened to Terry? Terry is gone. All right, this is it. TerryJohnsonOnline.live. That's where part 2 is going to happen in a few minutes because we're going to wrap up this quick section of this marketing chat on the Biz Chick channel. So we're going to take the show on the road. Here's the link. Follow me over there. You can go to Terry Johnson Online. You can search there. You can go to the Biz Chicks group and the Biz Chicks page. That's where we're going to be. So all the links are convenient for you. There she is. It's like, what happened?
I moused over something and it took me out.
All right. Mark says, I really like Stencil. It extracts excerpts from my blog and creates graphic posts and campaigns that are released in intervals over the course of a year. I approve them and they go boom. They post automatically on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. I have hundreds running at all times. Automatic after my approval. See? Automatic, but you're approving it. You're not just setting it and forgetting it. You're checking on it.
Let me ask Mark this. Do you have an affiliates link for Stencil? I'm just saying, because if you do, you can put it up here in the chat. We ain't mad. Okay.
Yeah, so if you've got an affiliate link, Mark, post that in the chat. But we are going to wrap this up. And then Terralina has a way for you to join the Biz Chicks.
Yes, if you want to become a part of the Biz Chicks community, feel free to text Biz to 33777. I have to get out of your banners and back into mine.
Uh-oh.
I was going over to put up your
there we go.
To join. You can text Biz to 33777. We'd love to have you become a part of our community. I want to just say a shout out to everyone who tuned in this morning, and I want to thank you for your time. He says he does not have an affiliate link. Okay. Sorry about that.
You got the link in the chat though, if you want to find out more about Stencil.
Yes, there you go. So with that, I just want to thank you again, TJ. We always get such good information from you. And I just want to thank you for telling us that it's not content, it's just sharing and telling people.
I hate saying content. I've said that for years.
Every time I hear the word, it makes
I know, right? It's confusing. So I like to make it where it's simple. It's simple. If it's simple, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell people what you do. All right. We love it. And continue this conversation over on TJ's Facebook page or in the group. And we would just love for you to come and bring the conversation with you so that we can get more information about how to do business better and run a profitable business that's fun to run. In the meantime, remember, go to the front of your own line. Tomorrow we'll be here with Coach Karen all the way from Toronto, Canada, talking about your money and your mind and your business money. All right, so come on back. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Just a second.